So yeah, this is it. So we'll be looking at the one of the plugins that is available with Gephi, and that is called as the scripting plugin. So it can be installed from here, tools, plugins. In this plugin, so it is going to check for the updates. Okay, we can check for updates. Okay, so mine is up to date and the plugin is already installed in it. So you can download here the scripting plugin. So let me just show this. Yeah, this is it. uh, this plugin that I'm talking about, so you can install it from here. Okay, so we'll see. Since our project is empty, let's create a new project. Okay, might take some time. Yeah, so we have a new project with us. Okay, so I'll just go to this data laboratory. So there is no nodes and edges, so I'm going to create that using this plugin. Okay, uh, so so here we are going to use this G. So already there is a graph object. Okay, and it can be assessed through this reserved keyword called G, or you can write graph. Either the way we can go proceed with G dot add node. Okay, okay, so we can see the changes here. The node is added here, v0. Same thing, we are going to perform at least 5 to 6 nodes. Fine. So I want to label each node. So what I'm going to do is that v0, this is the first node, right? Yeah, so I'll just label it as let's say node A. Fine, yeah, working fine. So v1 dot label node B. Fine, same thing, v2 dot label node C, v3 dot label node D. Great. v4 dot label cell node E. Again v5 dot label node F. Fine, we're done with the nodes. Now I want to add the edges. The same way we are going to proceed. We are going to use the graph object G dot add edge. Okay, so between whom we want to add edges. So here I want to add the edges between v0 and v1. So I'll just write pass the parameter as v0 v1. Great. So we are having an edge here. Okay, we can see that in the edge table. Fine. Okay, same way we are just going to add one edge between v1 and v2. Okay, v1 and v3, v1 and v4. Okay, this time I'm going to add as v5 and v3. Sorry, oh. So it's to be in lowercase. Okay, fine. These I'm going to change it to v2. Is there any age between 2 and 3? No. Fine, v2. Okay, here I'm going to make it as, let's make it as 3 and 4. Fine. Uh, yeah. So let me just check the graph that I have. Okay, I'll close this console. So I'll choose a layout. Let me choose it as force atlas 2. Okay, fine. I'll just scale this network. 20. Rerun it. Okay. Okay. Fine. So it is visible here. The labels, I want to check the labels. Okay, I'll click on node. Okay, so these are the labels. This is the graph that we have created using scripting tool of Gephi that we have. It's a plugin that we have installed right now, and using that we can create the nodes and edges. Okay, now suppose let's calculate the degree of each node. Okay, uh, so I need to find console. Okay, so I want to calculate the degree of v1 dot degree 4. Okay, now suppose I want to calculate the degree of v2. Fine, so let us do one thing. We can calculate the average degree. Okay, so the basic principle of calculating the average degree is that sum of all the degree of all the nodes, and we are going to divide it by total number of nodes. Simple arithmetic, we are going to do it. So let's calculate the sum. v1 dot degree plus v2 dot degree, v3 dot degree dot plus v5. Are you having v5 with us? Let me check. Yes, we have v5 with us. v5 dot degree. We also have v0 with us. Degree. Okay, fine. Sum by. Okay, let's write it like this. We are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 nodes. Okay. Okay. So it's showing 2. Let's check it here. 2.33. Right. So yeah. So this is the way we can calculate the average degree. Now let's say we have, let's go to data laboratory. Okay, and we have nodes with us. So node B, that is v1, is having highest degree, and v3. Okay, so what I can do is that, okay, v1 dot color is equal to red, and we can see the color changing of node B. Similarly, v3 dot color red. Same thing goes with node D. We can see the color changing. So like this we can perform all the attribute changes with the attributes of nodes and edges as well. And we can also create a script for calculating the TFS and BFS. For that, what we need to do is that simply we need to write down the script in Python as per networkx, and instead of there we are going to use some object that is created by us for that particular thing. we are going to replace that object with the graph object available with this console, and we can run the script here. So it is going to give us the output. Okay, so suppose if I write v1, so this is the id value of the node, and if I hit this dot, so it is going to show all these things that are available for me, attributes. Okay, position, size. Okay, uh, yeah. So now suppose I want to check, yeah, g is the graph directed. So for that I have here is directed. Oh, okay, false. Since the graph is not directed, so it is going to return false. Similarly, I can check g dot is directed. Sorry, my mistake. G dot is undirected, and for this one it is going to give us true. So quite simple. All the things that we perform using graph object g can be accessed using g dot. Okay, so these are all the things that we can access using. Once we press dot, we have this hints that we can use based upon our requirement. Similarly, for node attributes, we can simply write the node id dot, and we are going to use these node attributes. Fine. Thank you.